Hi, my name is Jessica Holman, and I am a geometry teacher at Carmel High School. Okay, if you would like to reach me, you can call me 846-7721. If I don't answer the phone, feel free to leave a message, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. I can also be reached via email at the address given. It's the same address that's on the Carmel High School website. If I will try to respond back within 24 hours, usually sooner than that, but I typically respond back within the school day. So that will be anywhere between 7:30 and 4 o'clock. Okay, we have a Canvas class website that all students have access to, and you are actually able to jump on as an observer as well. And this is what the home page looks like. Okay, on the left-hand side, home will bring you back to this page. Okay, modules is the day-to-day happenings in the class. Okay, your child can access their grades from Canvas, and the grade in Canvas should match the grade in PowerSchool. Now, if your child is working within Canvas during the day, Canvas syncs to PowerSchool around midnight in the evenings. And so if they work in the course during the day, and it may take, again, 24 hours for the grades to update in PowerSchool, but those two grades should be exactly the same. Also, we can access our geometry online textbook from here as well. Now, at the bottom of the page, this link for learning modules will take you to the same page that the modules on the left side will. Okay, we have class information and resources. So on this page, I include the handout for the class expectations, which has everything you need for the class. And then to contact me, again, my contact information, phone number, email is given on this page. Okay, when you click on modules, it will bring you to a page that looks like what I have posted here on the screen. So I have a breakdown of what happens in class each day. Okay, so actually today in class is day 9, Wednesday, August 30th. I have an agenda, so I'll have our goal for the day as well as the different things that we're going to do in class. Okay, I always post copies of completed notes, and then any practice that needs to be completed will be posted here as well. Now, there may be, if your child is absent and they're looking at the agenda, there may be, 5 items listed that we cover in class, but there's going to be a couple of things that we do, whether it's, we call them vertical spaces we get up on the board, or some extra review that is only going to happen if they're in class. So if a child is absent, I recommend focusing on the notes that were covered in class for the lesson learned and any practice that's posted. We've started off the year paper pencil, and I'm gradually going to start transitioning over to most of it being electronic. One, it saves on paper, but two, it gives the student more opportunities to redo work for a higher grade, and it's a little easier to keep track of everything when it's all here in Canvas. Okay, a day in the classroom, we typically start our day with a warm-up. I try to break class up into 3 30-minute blocks. So the first 30 minutes, we review material from previous lessons or most missed problems on the previous quiz or test. Okay, the middle 30 minutes is our notes or the new lesson that we're covering for the day. And then the last 30 minutes is all in-class practice, activities, and whatnot. So students can try the problems here and make sure all of their questions get answered. If your student is taking advantage of the class time, there should actually be minimal work outside of class. So actually all practice is completed in class, but if they're not happy with their score, you're welcome to redo some of those Canvas practices up to 5 times. Canvas will keep the highest grade. I have several students right now, if they're not finishing something in class or they're not happy with the score, they'll pop into SRT for extra help, and that has been working out really well. Okay, grade breakdown follows the grading scale that Carmel High School puts out. Our grade breakdown for this specific class is 15% graded practice, 85% test and quizzes. There's no completion grades because when I ask for completion grades, a lot of time I get information and work that's all incorrect, and that's actually not helping us reach our goal. So all practice, any score that is put into the computer is all graded practice. Okay, but there's also lots of opportunities for relearning. Okay, as far as the Canvas practices go or practice in class, all students have opportunities to redo and correct any problems that were wrong so that we can work on understanding what's happening, and so that way we hopefully address all those misconceptions before we get to tests and quizzes. Um, for when we have quizzes, okay, again, that's just kind of a where are we? And so after each quiz, students will have the opportunity to complete quiz corrections. We're going to do some extra practice in class, and then those problems are going to show up again on our chapter test. And if students missed a problem on the quiz, but they get the problems correct on the chapter test, I will give them those points back on the quiz to raise their grade. If a student does not perform well or up to their expectation on a chapter test, there are relearning opportunities. Okay, we'll sit down in SRT because I want them to be able to understand, because this material builds. And so if we're completing chapter 6 and they're not understanding, then come chapter 10, chapter 11, we're going to struggle a little bit. Okay, so if students have not yet learned the material, we're going to go back and we're going to relearn it in hopes that as we continue through the semester, things start to make a little bit more sense. Now, in order to take advantage of relearning opportunities, I do ask that students are active participants in class. I do not allow cell phones out. I do not allow headphones in while class is going on, especially since there's minimal work outside of class. I need their attention during class. And number 2, we need an authentic effort on the first assessment. So if a student just turns a test in blank, just like, I'll just take it later, that's not going to work. There are deadlines that have to be met. And I do expect kids to give their best effort every time, even if we need to redo. That's okay. Everybody learns at a different rate, but I always need the best effort every time. How can students be successful in geometry class? Number 1, maintain good attendance. If students are not in class, they're not learning the material. Okay, number 2, they need to come to class prepared. I still have several students who don't have a pencil, don't have paper, won't bring a Chromebook at all, or if they do bring their Chromebook is not charged. And that's not helpful for us when some of the things that we are doing are on the computers, or I need students to have paper. So be in class, number 1, but come to class prepared. Okay, next I need students to be active participants in class. Okay, participate, ask questions, answer questions. Sometimes, even if the answer is incorrect, we learn from our mistakes. Okay, this is a very open classroom. We're all learning. I need everybody to come and participate. Complete the practice. Okay, we have to practice in order to master topics. So some students need to practice 2 or 3 problems to understand it. Others need to try it 7, 8 times to understand it. Then that's all great. Okay, but we need to come to class, good attitude, ready to learn, and willing to participate. Now, if a student is not understanding, they have to ask questions. Okay, I can see their work, but sometimes if they're not doing any work, I need to know, what questions do you have? And I'm going to teach students how to use their resources. We're going to go through as many problems as needed to until they understand what's going on. And if your student leaves class and they're still not quite sure what's going on, then I recommend requesting an SRT pass for more individual help. And last, students do need to study for tests and quizzes. Okay, we are at a level of math now where sometimes being in class alone just isn't enough, and we need to take time to practice outside of class as well. Okay. If your student needs help outside of class, I'm available every SSRT. Okay, there's 2 30-minute sessions, so upwards of an hour of help 2 to 3 days a week during the school day. And I'm available every morning from 8:15 to 8:55, except the late start Wednesdays. And if there's a day I know I'm not going to be available for a meeting, I let students know in advance. But from 8:15 to 8:55, it's individual help. My door is open, and all students are welcome. Okay, I look forward to a great school year. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you.